guys, welcome to another episode of TokeMoments. My name is TokeMoments. I'm back at Felix restaurant and today I'm having some lunch. Very recently, I watched a homecoming documentary where Beyonce revealed that she took out meat and chicken and some other stuff from her diet. Not because I want to lose weight or anything, because I think my body's perfect, if I can say so myself. But because I want to stay alive, and also because all the slim mamas I see now who are like 47, 48, 50, 55, 60. Shout out to you, Antimo. All of them are really looking good. It's almost like 60 is the new like 40 and 40 is the new like 25. That's not what we're talking about today. Today, I will be sharing with you 5 signs you're in an abusive relationship because I think it's necessary we talk about this. Lately, I've been getting so many emails about domestic violence and abuse and I have such a huge platform and I thought it's high time I talk about, serious issues as well. Or topics like abuse and domestic violence are things that, are real. People who you and I know are victims of abuse. So we're going to be talking about 5 signs you're in an abusive relationship. And this goes for both the girls and the guys. Because people oftentimes, when you hear domestic violence or abuse, the picture you have in your head is a guy beating his girl. Or, a husband bashing his wife, and that's not always the case because there are certain females who also abuse men. Now, men don't actually talk about it because there's a shame that's attached to it, but we'll do that on another vlog. If your partner is over possessive, if they want you all to themselves, if they have a problem with you being friends with a member of the opposite sex, if they are always offended when your phone rings and it's someone, even if it's a day from work, all of a sudden this person just seems like they have brain touch. That brain touch that you guys might be having a great time watching a movie, hanging out, and all of a sudden it's like, who is Ade from work? Why is he calling you at this time? Why is Ade calling you? And even when you say hi to someone, it's like, why did that guy hug you that way? Why are you smiling too much? Why is this? Those over possessive nature is so subtle, I tell you. You almost don't even pick up on it because it's very confusing. You can sit there and think, this person likes me. That's why they're very involved in my life. They want to know everything about me, who I'm talking to, who I'm working with, who I'm, and then you almost mistake that for a sign of he's so into you. It's a major sign. I think you definitely need to think about this relationship. Number 2, if they have mood swings, unnecessary mood swings. Now, no one is happy all the time. You know what I mean? But then, you're with someone, you guys are kicking, you're good, you're great, and all of a sudden, the person just gets so moody. And you're wondering, did anything happen? And even when they're in their mood swings, they get very condescending. The sort of people who are always looking for ways to bring out things that are wrong with you. They might have had a bad day. They get home from work or you guys are hanging out and it's like, I just don't like the way you chew. I just don't like the way you laugh. I just don't like, they're just moody all the time. That's a sign for me. I'm sorry. If that person is moody all the time, you guys will definitely get into arguments. From there, they will start to raise their voice. Take it down a little bit. Number 3, they're very eager to cut off all your friends. This is a very tricky one. If you're dating a guy who doesn't want you to have friends, you see people who tend to abuse other people tend to want to isolate them as well because they don't want you to talk to people who can quickly tell you that this relationship is abusive. So they find everything wrong with all the people in your life. They try to cut you away from everyone in your life. They don't want your parents to visit. Yes, there are people that are like that. If they want you all to themselves, in your mind you're thinking, oh, he's just really cute, he really just likes spending time with me, he just doesn't like being with people. That's a sign. I'll tell you why. When they begin to abuse you, they don't want you to really see the lights. Do you understand? So sometimes they have to cut off everyone. They might be victims of abuse. I'm sorry, that's how I call it. Number 4, if they raise their voice at you or they throw things, small arguments, doors are slamming. From door slamming to slapping your face. That's how it goes. If a guy cannot restrain himself or a woman, and in the mood of arguing, they always have to throw things, it gets very physical real quick. You can just be arguing and the person like, shut up, you're a fool, fuck you. Anything that's in their hand, they throw at you. No. That's a major sign, red flag. Because it starts very little. It starts from the slamming of the door, walking out. Are you walking out on me? Pulling you back, throwing things, to one day you guys just have a full-blown argument where the person just turns you into a punching bag. The last tip I'm going to leave with you, abusive people are really extreme. They go from extremely angry to extremely emotional to they're very extreme about everything, you know. If they are overly emotional, you know how when you guys go through like maybe a little argument and you know, or maybe when they throw things, next thing he starts to cry, or oh I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. Those are famous words of abusive people. They never know what came over them till they are 6 feet under. Do you understand? They never know how the anger just came upon them, you know, until you're literally in the ground. If you know anyone who is in an abusive relationship, you know, speak out today. I know people say things like, oh, it's very hard to speak out, or, you know, the world would shame you. But I think that it's high time we begin to watch out for those signs. Next week, we'll talk about domestic violence and why people find it really hard to break the chains of domestic violence. Yes, we're going to talk about it. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter. I am a Tokestar with a double R. Goodbye.